Now let's come back from Johannesburg here to our studios in Lagos, Nigeria, as we bring you some entertainment reports of what's happening around the continent, and who better to do this than Sam Dandy. Good morning, Sam. Thank you very much for joining us again.
Hi, good morning. I think we're matching. I like the blue.
Asauge didn't get the memo.
All right, we're going to get.
I actually was going to wear blue this morning. It was just a last-minute decision to change my suit.
And if you had done that, you'd have been a cool kid.
Actually. It would have. All right, we're going to go straight into entertainment in a few more minutes, but let's watch after this. All right, let's kickstart entertainment right here in Nollywood. Just a few days ago, Nigerian filmmaker Charles Okbaleke of Play Network Studios premiered yet another classic reboot, the much-anticipated Glamour Girls. Exclusively available only on the Netflix streaming platform, the movie has, as of today, shattered records, immediately topping streaming numbers here in Nigeria, holding a number 2 spot in 12 other countries and amongst the top 10 in 43 countries worldwide, including the Bahamas, Jamaica, Qatar, Trinidad and Tobago, amongst others. Although Glamour Girls was greeted with heavy criticism, as some faulted the storyline, while others noted that the movie promoted the concept of prostitution and taught no morals. But it's without saying, numbers certainly do not lie. Even the studio's founder and film producer, Charles Okbaleke himself, responded to the critics in a post. Now he said this: "It has really been exciting reading a lot of the reviews for Glamour Girls over the last couple of days. Your positive feedback and constructive criticism give us the motivation to keep doing more, to keep doing better. Thank you for loving, for criticizing, and for watching, all while knowingly or not telling the world via your numerous platforms to do the same." Now, the remake of the 1994 two-part classic film follows independent single women embarking on their own paths within Nigeria's traditionally patriarchal society. It stars popular Nollywood stars like Nse Ikpe, Sharon Oja, Toke Makinwa, Timisan Emmanuel, amongst a host of many others. Play Network Studios has, over the past 3 years, created, premiered, and successfully marketed some of the country's biggest classic film reboots, from Living in Bondage, Aki and Popo, Nneka the Pretty Serpent, and yet to be released originals like The 93 Hijack, biopics of Shino Rambo, and King Jaja of Okwobo, amongst others. Well, let's watch a quick teaser of this film. Now from film, let's get to music. In East Africa, Tanzanian award-winning musician and record label boss Diamond Platnumz has officially kicked off the European leg of his FOA World Tour, an acronym for First of All, which is his latest music project that dropped on the 11th of March to critical acclaim, immediately topping charts in Tanzania, Kenya, Qatar, and gaining 2 million streams in barely 24 hours. Platnumz kicked off the first leg of the tour last month in Africa, beginning in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Ivory Coast, Abidjan, then Tanzania, Senegal, and Nigeria, before heading out the continent to Turkey, Istanbul, and then Switzerland. As one of Africa's most streamed artists on YouTube, with a record 6.78 million subscribers, Diamond Platnumz is set to thrill fans on the 1st of July at the Afro Nation Music Festival in Portugal, before heading to Belgium, Finland, and other parts of East Europe. Now, the Tanzanian star would also be touring Canada in the following month. Diamond Platnumz's First of All project features Nigeria's Adekunle Gold, songwriter Jay Wills, South African rapper Focalistic, and fellow Tanzanian singer and Platinum Wasafi record label signee Zuchi, amongst others. Now, let's enjoy a short clip from his reception in Switzerland. I'm very sure he's going to kill it. Well, let's go to international scene. American singer Britney Spears is in the news. The pop star's ex-husband, Jason Allen Alexander, is scheduled to return to court for a felony stalking charge, as well as a misdemeanor counts of trespassing, vandalism, and battery after crashing her wedding earlier this month. The court ruled on Monday that there is enough evidence against Alexander to send him to trial, although he pleaded not guilty to all the charges. During the preliminary hearing, Spears' security guard Richard Ubele testified that Alexander managed to make his way to the second story of Spears' home and tried to enter her locked bedroom at the Thousand Oaks, California home on the day of her nuptials. Now, Alexander himself live-streamed the entire ordeal on Instagram. The security officials also testified that Alexandra had earlier tried to access the property uninvited days ago. Alexander is set to return to court on July the 12th. According to multiple reports, and both Spears and her husband, Sam Ashgary, have since obtained an emergency restraining order against Alexander. Now, of course, the two tied the knot on the 19th of June at an intimate at-home ceremony that featured a star-studded guest list. Now, if you recall, Spears and Alexander were childhood friends who got married in Las Vegas in 2004. The marriage made headlines for lasting only 55 hours. I mean, that's all we have on entertainment. But what do you guys think about the film Glamour Girls? Have you seen it?
Well,
yes, I have actually. I saw it a few days ago. And I mean, I had my own challenges, with watching it,
Would you care to share?
I think, did I what?
Would you care to share what your challenges are?
So I think the mistakes were just too many, and they weren't mistakes that you wouldn't miss. They were just glaring. There were a couple of them that you just can't miss. A couple of scenes, the outfits, there's a scene where she,
Don't spoil it. No spoilers. I haven't seen it.
Well, she had gone to see two Queen Mother, runs girls, women, the glamour girls, from the old era, on a boat. Listen, on a boat in Beirut or somewhere. These two women were being fed grapes by white men, so it seemed like they were living a luxury life. But in a boat in Beirut, in the middle of the ocean, they're both dressed in agbada or like full boo-boo outfits.
Because they are very patriotic. They are patriotic Nigerians.
Preach, Olive.
Made no sense. Absolutely no sense.
For those of us that are really young, I'm just proud that I could see it because, of course, 1994, I wasn't born, to be honest, so I did not see the original. But it was good to watch this one.
Well, the original, the last I remember of the original was actually walking into my my paternal grandmother's house in 1995, actually. Now that makes me feel old. Walking in there and watching them watch it. That's the last memory I have of seeing the original. But I haven't seen this one. I do plan to see it, even though there's been lots of remarks or criticism about the movie. Now, the one thing is it's very tough to make a movie. And it's even tougher to make a movie that has been made before because the stakes are higher. The expectations from you are higher because there's something to compare you against. So I would say to them first, well done on the remake. They've gotten it really right a few times. I mean, I loved Rattlesnake, the Ahana story. Right. I loved Living in Bondage.
Absolutely.
I haven't quite seen A Neck at the Pretty Serpent, but
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, I haven't seen
the
it.
One either.
I did see a few remarks that weren't so pleasant about it, but I do intend to see Glamour Girls. But the one thing that's working for them, everyone's talking about Glamour Girls, and they're breaking records. So congratulations to them, and well done to Nollywood filmmakers for constantly putting us on the international scene.
But I mean, listen, I'm gonna be a hater this morning. Stop killing the classics. That's my only challenge with it. I understand that you want to remake these classics. Rattlesnake was such a huge movie. I Can't Pop, of course, from back then. Domitila, Glamour Girls, Naked Princess. These are classics, across the Nigerian movie industry. You can't remake them and make nonsense. And I understand, you probably need to modernize it for people who weren't born in that era.
Rattlesnake was modernized.
But don't, make so many mistakes, and it feels like these productions are rushed. The end of Glamour Girls had no meaning. If you watch it, you see what I'm talking about.
Have you seen it?
Had no meaning. Made no sense at the end.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't. I'm going to see it very soon. And
okay.
I'll let you know.
All right. We probably should have a revisit of this conversation when we both see it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Interesting hearing from you.